Medfit Rehab founder Joanne James is a medical exercise specialist. Medfit Rehab, restoring strength and movement, making a difference in people's lives. 647-259-5481. Columbus Center, Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, medfitrehab.com. Is staying healthy becoming too expensive with personal trainers, gym memberships, massages, and supplements? Then Joanne James, medical exercise specialist, and her dedicated team have exciting news for you. Imagine a healthcare plan that saves you money on personal and group training and gives you premium access to medical professionals. That's what Medfit Rehab can offer you. In the Columbus Center, Dufferin and Lawrence, call today to learn more. 647-259-5481, medfitrehab.com. Hi, Michelle. How are you this morning? Nice to have you back.
Thank you very much, Zelda. I'm well. How are you?
Good. Thank you very much. Okay. Does exercise help with sleep? Now, there are two schools of thought here. Some people think absolutely yes, but if you exercise too close to sleeping, then it will disrupt your sleep. What do you say?
Both are right. So, yes,
Okay.
Exercise helps with sleep, and we've talked before about how important both exercise and sleep are. And sleep is incredibly critical, especially as we get older, because sleep disturbances and insomnia tend to rise. So, at the most basic level, most people would understand intuitively working out, exercising your body and your mind helps you sleep more soundly and longer because it mutes our body's stress response. So it improves blood pressure, you feel more aware the next day, et cetera, et cetera. Now, to your point about too close to bed, absolutely right. The natural rhythms of the body have our body temperature rising a little bit during the day and lowering as we go to sleep. So what is the best way to exercise to get the benefits? You want vigorous exercise in the late afternoon or early evening. It's going to improve the quality of the sleep. And we're talking about cardiovascular exercise specifically, at least 20 minutes of continuous exercise. What that does, it increases body temperature above normal for a few hours before bed, and then it allows it to start falling down just as you're getting ready for bed, which is very relaxing. So this post-exercise decrease in body temperature appears to be the trigger to ease you into sleep, and that helps to decrease arousal, anxiety, and even depressive signals or symptoms. So as you can see, timing is everything, but also the type of exercise is very important as well, which is not to say, strength training and yoga and all these other things that people like to do. Yes, we want you to still do it, but if you're really, really focused on improving your sleep, that is what the most current research is telling us now. It's vigorous, cardiovascular, continuous for at least 20 minutes. And again, we're talking late afternoon, early evening.
Well, what if somebody goes out for a walk after dinner or, a light run or whatever you want to call it? That's okay. So when would you cut off the exercise? About what time? Depending, I guess, when people go to bed. Late
afternoon, early evening, we're talking about, say, 4 o'clock to maybe 6, no later than 7, because, again, you need at least a minimum of 2 or 3 hours. And it's not just when we decide to go to bed. We all our bodies operate on a natural 24-hour rhythm. So our bodies are actually preparing for sleep as early as 8 or 9. Certainly by 10 o'clock, ideally, most of us should be sleeping. So, yes, if you're going to take a walk, that's great, but it has to be vigorous. That's the key. So, the thing is, we talk about a walk after dinner helps with digestion, et cetera, et cetera. That's great. But if we're talking specifically about promoting good sleep, whatever you do has to be vigorous, meaning a little bit of exertion is required. You might find you're breathing a little bit labored, and it's continuous for at least 20 minutes.
Okay, I don't know too many people that go to bed at 10 unless they have to get up very early. But usually by midnight or 11:30, 11 o'clock, people are starting to wind down. And I'm, so it's interesting, but I do believe that, as you say, the right amount of exercise up to the right time will give you a peaceful and restful sleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And, and I hear you, what you're saying, like how most people don't even start winding down till 11 or 12. Well, part of that, I mean, and respectfully so, I mean, everyone's got stuff to do, and we feel the need to get it done, but it goes against our natural rhythms, and you set yourself up for sleep problems, for weight problems, for all sorts of health issues when you go against what our bodies were actually intended to do.
Right, and not to live as long as they are now, so that's a whole new thing that we might talk about in the future. Anyway, thank you, Michelle. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you Sunday and then again next Friday. Take care.
Bet.
Bye.
Thanks, Zelda.
Joanne
Bye.
James, founder and medical exercise specialist of Medfit Rehab, will improve your overall health through medical exercise. Contact Joanne James, 647-259-5481, Columbus Center Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, medfitrehab.com.